So I do love my Jordan 7s, and basically started to see like a bunch on sale, and I don't think there's any releasing in 2024, so it's quite nice to sort of grab a pair that I got for I think £100 I bought them for. And this is basically the Jordan 7 infrared. I didn't really need it, I suppose, because I have a pair of Cardinals, but I wanted to sort of grab these because they're £100. They're not really going to be releasing, as far as I can see, any in 2024 now, so I just wanted to grab another pair of Jordan 7s. And then this is going to be one that I'll probably start wearing soon, because I've not been wearing the Cardinals ones just yet, and I have a few other sort of Jordan 7s as well that I do like, but this is actually quite nice. It's not like I won't really be paying full price for it, but for the price that I got it for, I was really happy. And it's got kind of this kind of sort of nice sort of softer leather. I'm not sure if that's actually proper leather. Here on the toe box it feels a bit sort of synthetic-y slash nubucky, but here it feels a bit more kind of more like leather, but I don't know whether that's just the toe panel itself. But it's a cool colorway. It's kind of sort of more on the sort of pinky red side, I suppose, and it's very much in line with like the Cardinal color scheming, really. I think the difference is just you've got the white here on this forefoot area, and the always like the kind of the outsole as well. It works really well in my opinion, and just another sort of Tinker Hatfield classic. I also like the fact they're kind of sort of lightweight, and I find them really comfortable on feet as well. So I just find them like one of the better Jordans to wear in terms of comfortability, and also like this kind of sock liner, and just basically being able to sort of just get in and out of the shoe very easily, and just feels more flexible up here as well, because you've got this kind of extra sort of area for the ankle area where it's kind of a bit more forgiving, and that's kind of what I like about it. And they look really nice on the feet as well. So here are details for the Jordan 7 infrared. It comes in a white, crimson red and black colourway, and it has a 5-on midsole with a rubber outsole, and it has basically air units in the heel and the forefoot, and it also has a kind of neoprene inner lining as well, so it's good for basically, it's similar to something like a Nike Huarache, and it's made of all leather upper, and the price was £185. So in terms of comfort and sizing, I think these have a sort of medium to firm sole. They're slightly on the more sort of softer side, and they feel kind of nice on feet. They're very sort of neutral, but also very kind of easier to rock, and I have no sort of issues with Jordan 7s in general. And I also feel they have sort of great support around the arch as well. These particular ones, they kind of like multi your feet very well. And I think the wearing time for these sort of 4 to 6 hours is kind of more like easier to sort of wear versus some of the other sort of Jordan trainers, in my opinion, and you can kind of get them a lot worn in quicker. And you can go true to size with these, but you can also go sort of, if you've got like a wide foot, go half a size up, because obviously you've got the inner lining as well, so that kind of takes up a bit of room. And the grip is good as well, in my opinion, so it's not amazing, but I think it's good enough. So in terms of the look and style, I think it's a nice trainer actually. So when you see it more in hand, it's much similar to any other sort of Jordan 7, so it has sort of the Cardinal colour blocking, and I think it basically does look nice on feet. It's very sort of similar to that, so I think you can kind of skip this one, but because I picked it up for a really good price, I was a bit kind of like, yeah, maybe it's worth getting. And these are sort of basically, you can sort of rock sort of spring, autumn, winter time, and find Jordan 7s just a bit more sort of forgiving and sort of easier to wear really. And with Jordan 7s in general, it's just mainly sort of casual. They kind of got that kind of slightly more aggressive looking vibe, so I think wearing sort of cargos and joggers and stuff works really well with these. And basically in these ones you can kind of just go with the sort of white laces, but you could also try sort of black to match the outsole, and then also red as well, because you've got the crimson red colour, which is sort of a more of a slightly pinkish colour. So in terms of the pros, it's got the Cardinal colour blocking, which I like, and it's kind of sort of nice and simple, and then you've got kind of the overlay panels that kind of make what the Jordan 7 is in terms of the pattern. And I think it also has sort of good leather. It's not amazing, but it's still good enough. And I'm a big fan of sort of the neoprene sock, and also the ankle support. So basically, unlike a Jordan 5 and a Jordan 1 is sort of really sort of low amounts of padding, and because it's got the neoprene sock, I find that sort of a lot more comfortable and a lot more easy to wear. In terms of cons, I think it's the cost. So again, like any kind of Jordan 7s, I'll keep sort of going on about this, but Jordans in general are just priced too high. And some people may not like the kind of aggressive look, and that might kind of put some people off. In terms of the ratings, I give this one a 4 out of 5. I think it's a nice sneaker, and it looks really nice in hand and very similar to the Cardinals. So if you miss out on the Cardinals, then this is a good one to grab. And in terms of comfort, I give it a 4 out of 5. It's one of those ones where I find it a lot more comfortable than other Jordan silhouettes, and it's kind of easy to rock. And the quality, I think, is also really good as well. It's not amazing, but it's still very good for a Jordan 7. And the pricing, I think, again, they need to work on that and just sort of lower it, in my opinion. But overall, I'll give it a solid 4 out of 5. I think if I didn't have the Cardinals, and basically I wouldn't be paying sort of full price for these, but because I picked them up on sale, they're definitely worth grabbing. And I can sort of see in 2024 there's not really sort of any Jordan 7s announced so far, so I think you're going to be kind of slim pickings from sort of now on. So if you're a fan of Jordan 7s, then probably just grab this anyway.